I'm also happy I'm here. But thank you for that. You find journalists in this country who are going to read the news, for instance, and they are supposed to be giving that information to the public. And you find that journalist to post a picture and write a Bible quote.
Hey guys, welcome to the Creme de la Creme podcast, the lifestyle podcast with me, your girl, Honorable. The first episode of 2025, and I'm excited. And wait, this is not being the first episode. No, this is not the only first thing we're doing, right? I just realized I'm the first Muslim to actually have a podcast in Accra or Ghana, because ain't nobody doing it. So I think I'm the pioneer. And I'm actually happy about that, and I've actually got someone who actually makes me happy, who pours into me and pampers me with his words, Fritz.
Hi, Muyiwa, Honorable. I'm so very happy to be on the
Are
lifestyle
you?
podcast. Even though you ambushed me.
I did.
And if you see her, she's looking very beautiful.
Oh, he
and
says
me,
it.
I'm looking some wavy.
Oh, please,
And
this is
that's
good.
really, really unfair. She
Is
just
it?
ambushed me. Me, a whole me.
Oh, Fritz, yeah, you know.
You.
I nearly said your nickname, sorry.
What's the nickname?
What we said to each other.
What's the nickname?
Hello.
Ah,
We can't say
that
it,
one.
can we?
That one,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
We can't say that.
Yeah, but I'm very excited to be here, to
Are
be
you?
part of the first episode for
Yeah, for 2025.
2025. What was I thinking?
You're living the past.
No, not at
Yeah.
all, not at
Are
all.
you?
Very progressive. 2025. So I'm very happy to be here, and I love what you're doing.
Are you?
The lifestyle podcast
Yeah.
gradually picking momentum. I'm
It is.
happy we're here for it, and
Applause.
maybe nobody has applauded you, but I'm doing that
Oh.
on the couch with you. So Muyiwa, yeah,
Please.
she can be very stubborn
Did I
sometimes.
mention where
but-
he's from? He's a broadcaster. So all this you're hearing and the high pitched voice is actually gone into. It's all because of he's a newscaster, TV, radio presenter as well. But that's not what we are here for. We're here because I just want to see his face.
Oh,
No, I just
Lord.
want to. Yeah, he's look. If you know him personally, you realize he's such a good person. I always say you pour
Am
into
I?
me. Yeah. I mean, aside your, you pour into me.
Aside my words, say
It's
it.
cokes. It's cokies. And
Aside
other
my
things.
excesses,
Yeah, excesses will not mention.
which you have a lot more in
Oh,
abundance.
come on. He says I'm.
Should we go into it? Your excesses?
Why do you want to go into my excesses? What is fun
well,
about
you
it?
brought it. You could have just said that he's
But
an
you-
amazing guy without saying he's got excesses.
That's how I love you. Like I love you when I add things to it.
Oh, okay.
It makes it more. I can handle it.
Flat
But
will
if-
not get you anywhere.
It's getting me somewhere. It brought me to this studio.
It's not getting you anywhere.
It will get me somewhere.
But it's all well and good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think honestly, this year started good for other people that I know. Because like this year, 2025, I'm hearing people getting new jobs, getting money, marriage, getting into a new apartment, relocating out of country.
Absolutely.
What has that been?
This year has been, I don't know, maybe somebody's trying to pull the year very fast. I don't know if
Oh.
you've heard people say that, oh, March is already here. Today is 2nd of March.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is 3rd.
Yeah.
And we started a year just yesterday, and 2025 is already in its third
month.
first quarter.
Yeah.
First
First quarter.
quarter. And,
Wow.
and so it just reminds you that, look, if there's anything you have to do, you've got to do it now.
Yeah.
You cannot procrastinate. Like, you cannot keep on,
Yeah.
pushing your goals. If you've got dreams to chase, boy, you've got to chase them now. So that is one thing that is really reminded me that we don't have all the time under the sun. If there's
Indeed.
anything you have to do, and I can't say that enough, just do it now. So I'm just afraid that my resolutions for the year, am I able to even make them before the end of the year?
I know one of it is going to the gym.
Absolutely. I started last year. Oh no.
Where is that one going to?
So I started last year. I
Okay.
started somewhere September. Then because of elections,
Yeah.
we're preparing, so I couldn't have time to go back to
Okay.
the gym and finish where I started.
Uh-huh.
But I'm hoping that somewhere next week I'll bounce back stronger. And this time around, there's no looking back. I promise. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's beautiful you mentioned the gym, because like I mean I've been going to the gym and whatnot.
Absolutely. You look so amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
This is Gym Body.
This is.
Do we know the sponsor behind it?
Hey, please don't show that. What you
Okay.
I just mentioned the gym. I mean, so my gym instructor just got proposed to his girlfriend. Or
Wow.
whatever. Yeah, just today. And he just sent it to me.
That was
It was
good.
yesterday, I think his birthday. And I thought it was lovely and sweet and everything.
How did that make you feel?
Nothing.
Okay.
Like I'm happy
Like,
for
you're
you.
happy for her.
Yeah,
absolutely. That's what I was
it's
hoping to
exciting.
get.
Oh yeah, I'm happy
What
for
do
you.
you think I was gonna say?
Oh no, like you think I didn't know. I don't know what you think or what you're gonna think.
Oh, I knew you're like, you're all loving and uplifting of others. So
Aww.
I knew that definitely.
Yeah,
you
that
must be
warmed my
happy.
heart, to be honest. Like it was beautiful, cause sometimes you see, I met him single when he was not searching, and God just brought someone in his life, and now they're getting married, and I thought, oh, that was beautiful. You know, that kind of thing, like you're not expecting, and God really does it for you. That's the thing I wish for you in this 2025.
I also wish the same for you. I'm tossing a lot of goodness in your way.
Aww.
I pray that, look, all the dreams you've had on your heart
Yeah.
and all the things that you've said quiet prayers about to God
Charlie.
would all come to pass.
Indeed.
Even before the end of the fast.
Inshallah.
Yeah, all of that. So it's the month of Ramadan.
It
It's
is.
supposed to be a blissful,
Indeed.
blessed month.
Indeed,
Right?
indeed.
So I can't wait for it. I have some friends who have joined in the Ramadan fast.
What, Muslims or Christians?
They are non-Muslims.
Oh, and they just want to experience it. How is that going?
The blessing and the vibe.
Oh,
that comes
wow.
with Ramadan and
You know,
all
that's
the-
actually very
Yeah.
profound of them.
Very
Because
profound.
I, if I was not a Muslim, I don't think I can. Not I think I can. Like, you see certain things, like when I hear people reverting to be Muslims, I'm like, wow. Because
Yeah.
you pray 5 times a day, if
Yeah.
you don't know.
Sure.
And
sure.
you have to give up certain lifestyle.
Like,
Not smoking. I said not smoking. Not
Right.
drinking alcohol. Smoking
Okay.
is not really haram.
okay.
It's just bad for your health.
Okay.
Because people like you can smoke. I mean,
Mm.
not alcohol, no pork, no fornication.
Okay.
Like if you really want to go into Islam and be like a proper Muslim.
How many of this have you been able to?
All of
abide
it.
by? All of that.
Yes, inshallah.
Oh.
Why are you putting me on blast?
No.
Like,
No, I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Just allow me to be a journalist in the seat. I'm just
no,
asking you
no,
questions.
I don't drink alcohol.
You don't
and I
drink
eat
alcohol,
pork.
and you don't eat pork as well. You don't have sex.
You are fasting. Why are you asking me what else?
Once in a while, you blast the two.
We're actually recording. It's gone global.
We are recorded.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. It's fine. It's fine.
I don't practice
it's
what.
okay. If,
No, hang on.
Just
Let me,
own it.
No,
Own
I
it
don't
here.
practice what Allah frowns upon.
All right.
Although-
Okay. Although what?
No, I don't. I try not to lean towards what Allah frowns upon, right? So like I've said in my previous episode, I don't want to be saying like, oh my God, I remember that time I told my co-host, shout out to Derry by the way, he's been occupied. That's why he's not being able to make it for the recording today. But that's when he
And
comes
where's
into the
me,
house.
my shout out? Me that have come
No,
to
I'm
sit
just
in
my
for him.
co-host. Yeah.
Co-host,
And let me
wherever you
finish.
are. The
Acknowledge
next time you allow her to ambush me this way.
Oh, aren't you happy to be here? People don't know this side of you, you know.
Which side?
Because I remember when I met Fritz at GH1, we were working. I mean, I was an intern, and he was like a big shot. Still is.
Oh,
Still is a
please.
big shot.
Please, but I don't know what that means. She's
As a
actually-
journalist, you don't know what this means.
I don't know what that
Okay, let me
means.
move on to talk about it. So what? I thought I'll be friends with Asidiba rather than you, because Asidiba was that reporter at GH1. He was Godwin Asidiba, and I seen him. I thought he was more friendlier. Because Fritz is like a no-nonsense person. If you don't know him, he's like, he'll give you the face. But I'm actually quite, happy that it's you.
Well,
How did it?
sometimes I
You
love to
think
be in
you're
a beast
misunderstood?
mode. I think a lot of the time
Uh-huh.
people misunderstand me and they feel that I'm strong-headed, I'm rude or crude, or the way they
You
want
can
to
be a little bit.
Well, everybody can be
little
allowed
bit.
to be whatever they want to be
Indeed.
if pushed to a point,
Indeed.
right? But I remember growing up and one of my friends asked me that, what is one of the things that are my, no, or red flags? And I said, I can't stand anybody who disrespects me, and disrespect
wow.
is key for me. That if you disrespect me,
Makes
it's
you
one of the
laugh.
things that make me really insensitive. It gets to me,
Indeed.
and so when I started work. I know I'm a very lovely you
I mean,
can
I've
attest to that. You
experienced
can
that.
bear me out. I'm a very lovely person, but when I have to speak my mind,
Oh, you don't hold back. It's
when
like
I
a
have to
bull,
speak
you let
my
it go.
mind,
Yeah.
I just feel that look, you have to be your authentic self, and my authentic self is going straight forward, being forward and direct with people, and that's how I've been able to gone through life,
Yeah.
speak my mind, but do it politely and respectfully. And
Yeah.
you don't, nobody set out with the intention of, telling people malicious things and trying to
No.
make them feel bad.
Oh,
If
some
something has
people
to be
do
said,
though. You know,
but
we've
if
had
something
it.
has to be said, it will be said, but it will be done politely. So, I'm a really cool guy. Any day, any
I
time.
mean, yeah,
you'll
you
find
are.
me.
I mean, when you get to know him, to be honest.
But again, also get to know people
Yeah.
on your own
Terms.
on your own terms and conditions, not based on other people's judgments or prejudice
Indeed,
of them,
yeah.
right? Because sometimes you could be mistaken.
Yeah, I mean.
And I've got that a lot of time. People say that, but they say you are rude and it comes to like, but this guy, you are really,
Yeah. I mean,
That's
I
not the
think
thing
because
to
you're
say.
also cutthroat, like you say it as it is, and not this culture. We are not used to people saying it as it is, and I feel that's why people get misconstrued. Because I don't know, when a chief is speaking, he speaks through an achame to, portray it. So that's how we're used to. People have to couch things in a certain way. So when you're direct, and that's why they get uncomfortable. So it's like, oh, okay, then. And a lot of people also don't know a lot of grammar, so that's rude is only what they'll say.
Yeah.
But it could be also being proactive or being confident. Do you understand?
Yeah, I just feel that sometimes, when something has to be said, again, you need to read the room. You need to
Yeah.
check your surrounding. People say, oh, sometimes he said things so plain, he's so rude, and I'm like, no, I'm not rude. Sometimes truth has to be said, and unfortunately, we live in this part of society where there's a lot of hypocrisy. The height of hypocrisy.
Oh my God.
It's beyond the height of Mount Afajato, right?
Ish.
And so you
It's
have
actually
all
Mount
of those
Afaja.
things. Yeah, you have all of those things happening.
Yeah.
And so sometimes we need somebody to be able to cut through the noise of hypocrisy.
Indeed.
And it would only happen when we were able to chip in some fit of bluntness and some sort of, straight shooting and straightforward.
Indeed. And I think history also like people who are like this.
But it comes with a lot of it comes with a lot of
Stereotype.
how I mean, people are going to shut you out. People are going to count you out simply because of being your true, authentic self. I have a very strong personality. I make I don't mince my words.
Indeed, you don't at all.
And my friends always have a problem with me, and sometimes I'm able to tell my friends if.
I mean, you do it sometimes. I'm like, sometimes he does things. I'm like, you shouldn't be the one doing this, bro.
No, but I always do
should
those
not.
things from a place of love.
That's why. Why do
From
you
a
think?
place of love,
Because
tough love.
I know you.
Yeah.
That's why I'm able to understand. I know this how it is, so I'm able to understand. But if I didn't know you, that's how some people don't know you and they assume that's how you are because they don't know you. And when you give them that kind of tough love, you think they're gonna go with it and be like, "Oh, I love this man so much. Oh, I'm gonna be around." No, that's not how it
I
goes.
get that sometimes I have to, but I'm not a finished product. I'm
Indeed.
a work in progress.
You're still.
So I'm still learning.
Yeah.
I'm still.
God is still.
God is still
doing
working
his thing
on
on
me.
you.
He's doing-
Yeah.
He's the best potter. So
Yeah, he's the
I'm
best
in his
supporter.
hands.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, anywho. I mean, I've just reminisced the good old days when we used to work together. I mean, you've done quite a number of stories. And how does that make you feel when you were when you were on TV and you were reporting? What are the things the feedback that you get from the reporter that is like you take home? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like
I don't know if
gets your
the way you're
heart.
saying it, you're making me look like some reporter probably be like, no
Oh,
wait.
bro.
At
At least you done one on me.
Well,
So let's say
I
you done
think that's
some.
up for debates.
Bruh.
I just go in to do my work honestly,
Yeah.
and I'm not really. If you study me, I'm not somebody who is so fixated on validation. and which is why for some time I hardly post about. I'm not into.
But that's not
a whole.
validation. That's just
No,
putting
no.
your
But
work
sometimes
out there.
people put their work out there to court for, public
I like,
validation.
you're just throwing
You know,
phrases that I
it
love.
happens all the
Courts
time. Yeah.
for validation.
Absolutely,
Wow.
and people do sometimes all of that.
Yeah.
But I feel that work in silence and success will make the noise,
But-
and that is no malice or no shade to
I know.
anybody who tries to project their work. It's beautiful, and we love people who promote their work. I mean, I have friends who will go all out to post their work. We see it sometimes.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. We love it. We wish, but it's just not my thing.
Aw.
I think
Yeah.
maybe I'm growing. Like, it's just not my thing to
Or
be
maybe
posting
you're going
everything
through a
in
season of
single
life
time.
where you feel that's not who you are now. You're looking at things deeper. But you're a journalist. Your work has to be put out there.
Absolutely. So that's the difficulty, and I like that.
Yeah, 'cause that's
the
who you
balance
are.
for me. The balance.
You're
It's
not
trying to
a
strike a
doctor
good balance.
in a cubicle at work. You are for the public. You understand? So you're not seeking validation. It's because your work requires public validation. Not validation in a sense, public viewership. Right now, this podcast, I'm not doing it to go and put it in my house. I'm putting it out there for people to consume. You understand? And with multitudes of numbers, it's also good. Do you get me?
I know, but it also should be done in a way that at the end of the day, you, the journalist, should not become the news.
Well,
Right.
lately, they are becoming the news.
Absolutely. And so,
yeah.
if the journalists become the news, then it bless their
Your work.
their mandates
Yeah.
of being out there and shining the light on the ills of society. Do it in a way that that doesn't make you doesn't draw attention from the real work you do, because the work you're going to do, but not just be a narcissist and
I mean,
be all out there being a
Good,
nuisance and being a fatigue in the homes of people simply because of the
because sometimes
things,
I see people post all the time.
I feel that sometimes it's a bit over the top.
It is, but can you blame them? It's like this part of
Again, no
I
shade
know you're
to
not throwing
anybody.
shade.
Again, no
because
shade
you now
to
mention anyone's name, so we
I
can-
mean, I just want to say that people have a goal of how they want to live their life, how they want their career to pan out, how they want, they have a certain trajectory of how they want things to go for them. For some people, it's being out there, being visible, and they feel that being visible, it's fulfillment. They feel being visible means that they are working, and if it works for you, perfect. Do something that works for you. I'll applaud you on the sidelines, absolutely. Yeah.
I mean, I quite understand.
No judgmental of anybody. Yeah.
I mean, I do understand where you're coming from, and I think, like you said, some people put their works out there, and not to throw shade on certain gender or certain gender, but other genders don't actually put their work.
Yeah, because
on
we are in social media now.
They rather post them of
traditional
wearing
media,
nice dress and putting it out there, and I'm like, the core of being a journalist, if you want to put that tag on you, shouldn't be you posting pictures of yourself.
And it's also one of the
It
things.
should be about your work.
Your work. And you find journalists in this country who are going to read the news, for instance, and they are supposed to be giving that information to the public. And you find that journalist post a picture and write a Bible quote. Another post.
Misplaced priorities, like
exactly. You are there to give the news. So absolutely, if you are posting a picture, for instance, you want to tell people to follow you and watch the news, what business do you have putting a Bible there?
I mean, they are part-time.
Really?
Pastors.
I mean, you are there for the news. Just put the major topics you want to talk about.
Indeed. And you brought my attention to it, to be honest. Because I was even looking at the fact that they'll dress nice and they just put a quote. But I didn't even see the Bible quotation that they put there. Like, oh, come on.
I don't really get it. I don't really. Like,
You
you're in a
think we are
studio.
losing-
You're
losing
in a
it?
studio, like, absolutely. So, they post the pictures and maybe a story that somebody has done. And you check the caption, and it's something different, something foreign, and you're asking yourself,
do you think we are losing this as journalists or budding journalists because the people they look up to who are there now, it's like they're doing it in a way that they're just following their own standard of what they think, like they're just doing anyhow. I don't say anyhow, but they're not really following what the standard of proper journalists are. You know, previously, proper journalists, you don't even hear them a lot unless they're working, and you don't even see them at places unless it has to do with work. But lately, you see everywhere. It's like we don't know whether you're an influencer, whether you're a journalist itself. Not to say you cannot be a influencer being a journalist, but it's like I want to see you like serious, like how, maybe things have changed too. What do you think?
Well, things have evolved. Things have
indeed.
evolved, and now social media
it's like a crack.
is good, and it's now winning, and even social media trying to give traditional media a run for their money, and so you have media owners trying as much as possible to also, teach some lessons or give some blow to social media. And so that's how come you find media owners who would go for influencers and now bring them onto their platforms or their network, because those influencers have the numbers, they have some sort of social currency. And so that is where the world has been at the moment. But my thing is, yes, let's look at other ways of broadcasting the news that gets to everybody. But we should be, the news should be our focus. We should pound in all the energy. Don't bring somebody who is a social media person who's got all the numbers, and when they come in, they're trying to water down the values and the ethics and the the profession, or the all the tenets of the profession holds. Because then it becomes a problem, because and half of a lot of these people who have the numbers and are social media people really do not have the right training, and so they come into the field, they feel like because they have the numbers,
then they can just spew whatever they want to spew.
There's no rule that applies to them. So it's a responsibility for media owners. It's responsible for media owners to know when to draw the line. That if those people even come in, we are not saying we shouldn't hire them, because then we'll be like, you don't want to give a job to them.
You can put professional in charge and they be additional. So
but even if they come in, you can do in-house training for them, or take them, train them, and fine-tune their skills. But you can't bring them on like that, and they don't have all these values and all of these things. So, some people have said that cosmetic journalism is on the rise in Ghana.
What is cosmetics journalism?
Where you have to you have to look the parts. You need to quote unquote be a slay queen, and before you can put on set. And so you have people who've gone to school of journalism and have done all the things they need to do. They are brilliant, they are bright, and they are good at their job. But media owners will choose a certain type of people over them simply because maybe they don't tick all the boxes of who society thinks, like, I mean, in recent times there's been a standard for journalism in terms of you have to be, very polished, well trained and all. And I'm not saying it's wrong. It's beautiful. And in fact, if you're going to be on TV, we need to see something very
you have to
need to be an eye candy.
Indeed.
I'm grateful for your friendship. I'm grateful for the connection.
And like I said, you're one of the people that actually pamper me with your words. Like, I mean, when I was going to the thick of my, work, I remember my previous job had a little challenges, and you just kept stoking my fire. Because a lot of naysayers were on my case, and look at me, small view, but it appears, I don't know, maybe I was robbing them. There's a saying that if you're friends with someone, it's because you've been friends with them in the previous life. So I'm sure maybe I was enemies to them in the previous life. So it appears that we're just robbing each other the wrong way. And like I said, I'm grateful for whatever that happened, but you just kept me going. You kept reminding me of who I am, and I think sometimes you need that people there to pour into you.
Because I remember when you came into the space, and I don't want to mention any TV station's name or any. I remember when you came into the space, and I didn't understand why, and I remember I keep telling you that, look, you are all you have. Don't let anybody take that away from you. And that this is who makes you. This is what makes the Muiba.
Everybody said this is who
makes you. And so if we allow people take that away from you, then you have nothing left at all.
Yeah,
And so it wasn't a problem for me being all uplifting of you and trying to validate you and make you heard and make you seen. Let's allow people to be the authentic self. I don't mean to say that there are no rules, but who sets those rules, and who says that those rules cannot be fine-tuned, they cannot
Even
be
the
rewritten and
Constitution
everything,
it needs to be
reviewed
it's been
and
reviewed,
reformed and all of
yeah.
those things.
It's not set
But
in
if you're just
stone.
going to hate somebody for being their authentic self, then I think that is something that you have to see.
I think it's the insecurity that works like that. Sometimes when you
But
see
I'm glad that you're able to go through those moments and you've come off stronger.
like I'm grateful, like I always say.
That's what has birthed the Lifestyle Podcast, and we're so happy.
Yeah.
And here I am sitting on the set. I've never for once thought that you should be hosting me. And
oh wow, indeed,
just,
we've never even
yeah. This is just the beginning of greater things here to come.
And it's first of it, 2025.
Please keep this. When I become a star,
try something about this. We'll definitely try
we'll play this thing again. Because God,
I can't wait to see us at the top. But
this lady, she's Charlie. I'm not here to do praise and worship, but sometimes there's a lot of negativity
I'm not here
out
to
there.
do praise and worship.
Yeah, so
I love it.
Let's
when he needs something to, this guy doesn't know how to be patient. I'm like, bro, you asked me for something, and you are rather asking as if you are the one. It's like the thing you want from me is actually yours.
Hey. I know. I'm still learning. I want to change.
Learn fast.
I'm still learning. A lot of patience. Patience is a good virtue.
Which you don't
I'm trying
possess.
to inculcate that.
Yeah, you should.
And
I mean, are you impressed with Muhammad's administration so far?
Muhammad's administration. The guy has just been in office for 59 days.
Oh, you're keeping tabs. It's your job.
Of course.
Are you impressed?
Am I impressed? He said he's going to appoint 60 ministers.
Yes.
Has he done that? Yes, he did. So, check. He said that he was going to fight corruption.
Which
he instituted Operation Recover All Loot.
Yeah.
And in recent days, we've seen the Attorney General who said he didn't have the permission of the president to drop some high-profile cases. So in that regard, I'm a bit disappointed. But overall,
do you think
I think that he's got the goodwill of the people to succeed, and he has a 120 social contract with us.
Yes.
I'm waiting. I'm personally waiting. When that actually winks down, then we begin to throw the questions in the mix of what he's been able to achieve or not. So we are still watching, Mr. President. We are watching, and
you're watching with bated breath.
But so far so good.
Oh,
okay, enough of the journalism.
You
see me wearing my cap like this, and you keep bugging me with all questions about work.
Who you are.
Well,
you
I have a
like this. Do you
live
play
aside.
tennis?
Well, tennis. You told me to wear it like this. This was your invention. This is your idea.
But it's swag. It gives you some relaxed mood.
Well, I wear this
you're
one.
like,
I know people's like, you're so rigid.
Can you be flexible? That's what loose.
So this is what flexible looks like.
Yeah,
so
where your
I hope that this is flexible.
The rib to the back, like the whole.
I wasn't prepared for this. Maybe I would have worn my Sunday best.
This is.
But this girl got me to do this.
I'm so happy you're here.
I'm also happy I'm here. But thank you for nothing.
What kind of backhanded compliment is that? You see the other side of me, you gotta get to see. Look, we could go on and on.
It's a beautiful space.
Guy, so we meet to just,
it's a beautiful space.
Yes, and I'm going.
I hope invite me more.
Yeah. We'll do a live recording inshallah this year.
Thank you.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Can I get up now?
Relax. Let us sign out. Your girl Honorable. There you'll be with us in the next episode.
I hope I'm not boring.
So you haven't been boring. Find us on social media. Lifestyle Podcast on Twitter,
welcome.
TikTok, and YouTube, and Spotify.
Yes.
That's your number one. And remember, I'm the baddest and the only Muslim
Absolutely
podcast host in the building.
Fully endorsed. And subscribe. Kindly subscribe to all her videos.
Bye-bye.
Which is what it takes to change.
Happy Ramadan, guys. Yes.